name's Al.
Hi, my name's Felix.
And we're 2/5 of Hot Chip, and you're watching Moshcam.
The best show we ever played was probably the show we played a couple of nights ago in Brisbane.
Yeah, it was a great show in Brisbane. Really very in recent memory, I'd say.
Yeah, it was
that was definitely up there. We had a very good show in Vancouver on this tour for some reason, and played 2 shows there, and we hadn't played in Canada for a long time. People really went crazy. It's the only time we've ever done 2 encores.
We played at the Hollywood Bowl. That was a very good show.
We're giving you this is more of a list. This is not one. I know we understood the game.
But it's hard to pick one.
Yeah, exactly.
There's so many highlights. Craziest show we've ever played.
Well, probably again quite recently on the Coachella cruise on the cruise ship.
Yeah.
On the high seas in the Caribbean. That was very strange.
One of the earliest shows we played in Iceland was quite strange.
Yeah, it was quite strange, but that just because it was Iceland, just because Iceland's quite strange.
You took your top off as well.
Oh yeah, I wrote the set list on my chest, and so that everybody could reference the sequence of songs by looking at my body. Quite strange.
Strange.
Yeah, I haven't done that since.
Biggest party animal, probably Al or Owen.
Yeah.
So Al's got more of a well, I don't know really. Both got good capacity for it.
Yeah, Owen and he's my drinking buddy, and so yeah, we do a lot of that probably. Just definitely far too much. It's sort of a slight worry during the daytime, and then it doesn't seem to be so much a worry during the night time. Apparently, this seems to be the way it goes.
It's more acceptable.
It's more acceptable. We're not, I don't wake up and immediately have a drink. I haven't got to that stage yet, so it's good to have. It was more of a DJ gig that Felix and I did recently in Ibiza, where I woke up in hospital. That was about 3 or 4 months ago, and I'd been spiked with a date rape drug, GHB, and lost about 4 hours of memory. I just literally don't know what happened, and then my friend was on a gurney getting a head stitched, and managed to get out of there.
Good night.
It was such a great night. I really don't regret it. And the terrifying thing about that whole experience was it's almost definitely somebody that I know that so there you go. Don't go to Ibiza, kids.
Yeah.
Ever. Just don't. It's expensive anyway.
Or don't go to a bar with Brandon Block.
Don't go anywhere with Brandon Block. Yeah. Anyway.
I've had a broken rib. From being bear hugged by James Murphy from LCD Soundsystem. That was quite painful.
It was very painful.
Owen got a gash on his leg today.
Just today. It didn't need stitches, but it definitely needed cleaning up. Got quite a big plaster. You'll be able to notice it if he wears his shorts tonight. He was just getting into a car and he managed to do that.
That's a good question though. What other injuries are
there? Other injuries. Well, I hurt my finger that one time.
You trapped your finger in
some gear. I almost couldn't play.
Our tour manager got hit in the head with a bit of
scaffolding
pole once.
Sorry, that's great. That's funnier for it. You kind of had to be there, I guess.
It was quite a funny character. There's been a few, but nothing serious.
Nothing
no lost limbs or anything like that.
No maimings.
The craziest experience ever. There was someone that basically kind of attacked Alexis in the street. Wanted to just get a piece of him. Really.
Yeah. I mean, there's a few crazed fans, but basically we have one in every, or one in 3 continents, but one in Japan. But he's very nice. He gives you like very specific presents. Like if you have like a very close friend and they were very thoughtful and they gave you a present, you'd be like, oh wow, that's really that kind of present. Something where he knows a bit too much about it.
We've got a lady in the UK who's very nice. She comes to all our shows and she's always up front. At the shows.
But also just talks to you, but doesn't talk too long, and gives you a bit of space, which is that's what we want in a super fan.
And there's an American super fan who's quite young and enthusiastic. So maybe there's an Australian.
Yeah, we've yet to find with. Yeah, we've got room.
There's room for one in the Australia region.
Yeah, in the Oxford. So yeah.
The weirdest thing, one of the funniest things I've seen is during a very hot gig at Canvas Hands in the UK at Automised parties, Alexis was trying to distribute bottles of water to the crowd, but instead of just sort of throwing them lightly underhand, he actually threw them a bit too hard, and we could kind of see them whack into people's heads.
It did span that one girl around, didn't it?
Yeah.
She was like talking to a friend, and then she just got like hit like here on the shoulder. It was like a massive, just like a full water bottle, just properly buckled around. So it was quite. But he didn't seem to realise what he was doing. So
he didn't do it on purpose.
No, he definitely didn't do it on purpose. That was, he was just a little bit. He's not very good at sports, Alex. I think he'd be all right with me saying that.
He's not very sporty. Tennis.
Yeah, he's quite good at tennis. Not really a throwing sport, though.
No, not really. Not unless you're throwing your racket down in anger. Anyway, he went through due process in court and he was found not guilty.
Yes,
so it was fine. And she's recovered the sight in one of her eyes. So had a happy ending.
Bearing in mind you've already mentioned the hospital.
Yeah. I was recently had appendicitis, and I didn't wake up there without knowing how I got there, but I found myself in the Cedars Sinai Hospital in Beverly Hills, which is a really posh, nice hospital.
It's got very fast Wi-Fi apparently.
Very good Wi-Fi. I recommend actually, if you need to download something, then make yourself there if you can. So that was quite a funny place to wake up.
Sometimes, I wake up in Owen's bed or vice versa. We try not to talk about it too much, but yeah, just good friends. And sort of, it's fine. He just gives me a little cuddle and then sends me on my way.
Really, I didn't know about that. Sounds nice.
It's quite nice. Yeah.
Yeah, in Russia.
Russian cops, don't mess with them.
They've got guns.
We found out.
They've got guns and they're not afraid to point them.
Yeah, or be extraordinarily threatening and
pull men in uniform
intimidating.
pulling leads out of your keyboard,
yeah,
pointing machine guns. We played for 5 minutes over the curfew, without knowing that we were doing.
Yeah, we weren't told. And then to be fair, I thought we were quite brave for a bunch of like sort of because we did play a bit over.
Yeah,
we had a sort of very slight sort of punky attitude about it.
Very slight.
It was probably our punkest moment, I'd say. But yeah, they still allowed. And we're going back to they allowed us back. They allowed us back into Russia. We just didn't pay them enough money. That's what it turned out.
Didn't bribe them enough money.
Yeah. They'd be cool with us saying.
Not really. A lot of the tour bus drivers are ex-police or army, so that's quite good in the sense that if you get pulled over, they can show their card saying they used to be a cop, which is surprisingly does give you a free pass more times than you might expect. So that's never really happened, has it? I mean
they come on during border crossings and things like that.
Yeah.
Oh, you mentioned that.
No, I didn't. I was just agreeing.
Oh right. Okay.
They do, yeah, sometimes they come and bring a dog onto the bus.
Yeah, that is quite scary, isn't it?
When you're asleep in your bunk and then all of a sudden you have to get out.
There was that time there was that time that I don't remember going through the border crossing.
Oh yeah, taking too many Valium or something.
And apparently I just managed to sort of put my trousers on and then I put my t-shirt on backwards. I don't remember any of this, and then they sort of tried. I just couldn't walk at all, and they sort of got me into the room and my tour manager claimed that I was very tired. And then they sort of started me walking, and I just walked in a totally different direction to where the dude was way over there.
It's funny because.
But then I woke up the next morning and I was like, oh well, when are we doing the border crossing? And then they told us, and it was quite good in a way because it's stressful doing border crossings, and it's like I didn't do it. So
between America and Canada.
They're tough.
So they're quite tough, and it's quite funny because it often happens in the middle of the night, but it's quite an official kind of process and scenario that you have to go through where you have a little interview with someone, but it happens you've been woken up at 5 in the morning and you're just in your pyjamas, so it's quite an odd situation, but it's always fun.